In this lecture, we are going to start looking at some of the characteristics of building functions. So let's take a look at example 1. Example 1 says, identify the x and y intercepts of each graph. Write the answer as a coordinate pair. So let's take a look at the first graph. I need to figure out where the x-intercept is. Well, the x-intercept is where the graph crosses the x-axis. So that's going to happen at this point right here. So the ordered pair, if we write it, if we start at 0, 0, we go to the left. So it's going to be -1, comma 0. Now we need to find the y-intercept. This is the y-axis going vertical. So the y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis. So that is going to be at point 0, comma, -2. Taking a look at the next graph, I need to find the x-intercept. Notice that the graph is horizontal, and it never crosses any part along here on the x-axis. So I'm going to say that there is no x-intercept. Now we need to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where the graph crosses the y-axis, and that happens at this point right here. So the ordered pair is going to be 0, comma, 4. For example 2, we're going to look at how to actually plot points on a coordinate plane. A coordinate plane is this graph right here. These points over here are called points or ordered pairs. So let's start plotting some of these. I'm going to take this first one, 8, comma 9. If I start in the middle, called the origin, I'm going to go to the right 8 because it's positive. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now I'm going to go up 9 because it's a positive 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this point should be right there. Let's take a look at -2, comma 8. -2, comma 8. If I start here in the middle, called the origin, I'm going to go -2, so 1, 2. Then I'm going to go up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put a point right there. The next one is 5, comma, -4. So again, I'm going to start at the origin. The 5 is positive, so I start off by going to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next I have -3, -7, so I start in the middle. And I go to the left 3. 1, 2, 3. Then down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have 3, comma 0. I start in the origin, and I go to the right 3. 1, 2, 3. And it says 0, so I don't go up or down. So my point just stays right there on the x-axis. Now I have -7, comma 0. So I start at the origin, and I go -7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it says 0, so I don't go up or down. My point is just right there. Now the next one is 0, comma 5, so I start at the origin. Now because my first number is 0, I don't go left or right. I just stay right at the origin. And it says +5, so I go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this point is on the y-axis. And finally 0, comma -2. I start at the origin, and it says 0, so I don't go left or right, but it says -2, so I go down. and I just go down 2. For example 3, we're going to look at how to find slope. So the first thing you want to do is find 2 points on the graph. Here, we have this blue point and this green point. I'm always going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start at the bottom point and go up until I'm even with the green point, then we'll go over. So the question is, how far did I go up? I went up 1, 2, 3, 4. And I went to the right 2. So my slope is going to be 4 over 2. Looking at the next graph, I'm going to start at the bottom point. This time is the green point. I'm going to go up to the blue point. So if I count, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I go backwards 1, 2, 3, 4. Now because I went to the left, that's going to be negative 4. So my slope is 8 over negative 4. For this last graph, notice that there's no points given to me. So I just need to find 2 points. I think I'm going to do a point here, and let's do a point here. Now I need to find the slope. I don't have a bottom point here, so I'm just going to pick one. Let's use this one as my bottom point. So if I start here, I don't have to go up or down. But I do need to go to the right. So I'm going to go to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now, because I did not go up or down, my slope is, or my top part is 0, my bottom part is 6. The last thing I would like to do is figure out positive, negative, 0, or undefined. So this one is going to the right and it's going up. So this one has a positive slope. This one is going down from left to right. So this one has a negative slope. For the last one, this graph is horizontal, so this slope is going to be 0. Can you guess what an undefined slope looks like? For this last example, we are actually going to take an equation and figure out if these points are a solution, which means on the graph, or not a solution, which means not on the graph. We're going to use the equation 3x minus 6 equals 12. One thing I would like to point out is that this is the x coordinate and this is the y. So I'm going to take the x and plug it in where the x should be, and take the y and plug it in where the y should be. So now I'm going to have 3. My x coordinate is 0 minus 6, and my y coordinate is negative 2 equals 12. 3 times 0 is 0. Negative 6 times negative 2 is a positive 12. I'm going to bring down that equals 12. And now I combine like terms right here. So I have 12 equals 12. Well, think to yourself, does 12 equal 12? Yes, it does. Which means this point, 0, negative 2, is a solution, which means it's on the graph. We will explore that more later. Let's take a look at the next one. I have 5, 1. This is my x, this is my y, and let's plug it in. I have 3 times 5 minus 6 times 1, that equals 12. So now I have 15 because of 3 times 5. Negative 6 times 1 is negative 6, equals 12. Now I'm going to combine like terms. 15 minus 6 is 9, equals 12. Well, think to yourself, does 9 equal 12? No. So, 5, 1 is not a solution. which means it is not on the graph.